everybody else who's not currently watching Game of Thrones. Hello! Sean, Egg, Lily, Zek. Zek, thanks for resubscribing. Oh my god, it's almost been 2 years. Alarming, but it's fine. Hello! Look, there's so many of us who don't care about Game of Thrones / aren't currently watching it. There's so many! We're having our own watch party. And by our own watch party, I mean it's me! Just like me! Liz! Thank you for resubscribing! 13 months? You're past your 1 year? You're now a little baby that can roll over? I assume. You brought a ginger ale. That's good. I like ginger ale. I brought a coffee, but then like before the stream I was like, I have this habit of before the stream I feel like I need to brush my teeth just because like it's like I'm going out to hang out with people and I really hate not brushing my teeth before I go to hang out with people. So I just brushed my teeth, but now I'm like, well, I want to drink coffee but my mouth is all minty. Hi Dark! You can do baby you can look cute! That's a good thing that everybody needs. How's everybody doing tonight? On this, it's not really night over here, but it's probably night for almost everybody else. Except for that one person who's just like out in the Pacific Ocean on a raft watching the stream on their phone. Doesn't object permanence come in like... Oh no, that's memory at 3 years. Oh yeah, soon you're gonna realize that when things leave your vision, they're still there. Soap of Thrones. Or in Hawaii. Nah, everybody's just drifting on a raft. That's how everybody is. I don't know, sounds fake. Which part? The part about babies? The part about about objects existing after... Man, what a world it would be if we all just thought, like, if we just didn't have object permanence. And anytime somebody just, like, walked behind a tree, we were like, they're dead! What a world. Maybe we just, like, wouldn't care about things dying at that point. Oh, Sean, that was a good dig. Yes, that part. How is everybody doing tonight? Look, I have a can of I have a can of compressed air. Guess what I've been doing recently, guys? Computer things! Yay! I actually have like a box of overwhelmed. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I have a box of parts just sitting like I don't have the case for the computer yet, so it's just a box of parts as they come in. Almost all of the parts are here actually already, just not the thing that's going to take the longest to get here is the RAM. So maybe moving. Well, I hope that if you do, the moving process goes well, and if you don't, you enjoy. I hope that things go okay. And a tube of cooling paste. Yeah, I think we're gonna borrow some of a friend's for that. Buying a plug-in blower, cheaper than buying those cans all the time. Huh. I didn't even know that those existed. A plug-in blower, like a USB plug, or just like plugs into the wall? I needed it because after the last stream, Jared was like, hey, I have some spare parts that I can give to you. And I was like, yay! Because it turns out that I forgot when building this computer that like I don't have anything. Like I don't have like cables. I needed like another mouse pad. Like I forgot that because I won't be using my laptop, I'll only have one monitor again. So I was like, oh, I won't have 2 monitors. That kind of stinks. So I like forgot all these like kind of like, just because I'm not used to, I was like, oh, a keyboard. Oh yeah, these little things that I didn't realize that I needed. And so he was like, I can give you some of my old spare parts. And I was like, thank you. Hi, Cliff. Oh, that's real. Egg, that's real. For what it's worth, I've heard that Montana's pretty cool, but I hope that you can make, I hope that everything works out well in the end. I don't have an old computer. My old computer is a laptop. I don't have an old desktop. I haven't had a desktop computer. I mean, I had an iMac when I was working on Osagao because we needed a Mac computer to test the software on. And then prior to that, I hadn't had a desktop computer since I think my freshman year of high school, I think. So it was starting from pretty much scratch. I was like, oh, we don't have a TV. No, 2H, we don't have a TV. But it's okay because I think I'm gonna try to use my iPad as a second monitor, and then if that doesn't work, it's possible, I'm not sure yet, because some of the parts that Jared gave us, he was having some problems with, so we won't actually know whether, like, we're gonna try to use them to see, because it's like saves money, but we don't actually know whether they'll work. So if they work, then that means that I'll have enough money left over that I can just buy an actual second monitor and it'll be great. If they don't work, then I'll need the money for the monitor to buy those new versions of the parts. So we'll see. It's gonna be a very exciting, so exciting. It's on its way out anyways. Yeah, exactly, Liz. The desktop that I had in high school was also a hand-me-down. It was like 10 years old. The newest computer that I had was that iMac, but I bought that iMac specifically because I was like, I'm working on a game and I'm going to be the only person that has a Mac running it. And I want to make sure that, like, when we're running the game on the Mac side, that, like, we didn't code Osagao so that it's lagging constantly. So I got an iMac for that. Emricant, thank you for following. Enjoy your apprenticeship here at our chill times. Buying a computer sounds sketch. I've never built one before. I'm very excited. Also, shout out to that's cool, Tam. I would honestly consider doing that, but I feel very picky about having my monitors match up. So this is like the cheapest monitor that I could find on Amazon. But I would want another version of this just to make sure that it matches, because it would drive me insane. I am one of those people. Do another goal for monitors. It should be fine. We should be able to afford everything, I think. Hi, Plu. I don't think that we'll have any problem, especially if the stuff that Jared gave me works out. We're gonna be totally fine, because that was very kind of him and chopped off a huge chunk of the price so that I was able to get all the little nitty-gritty things that I just completely didn't think about the fact that I would need them. Phones will always work as a chat screen. Yeah. I know, such a nice lad. Ooh, yeah, color correction. Yeah, I don't like it when because like this monitor doesn't adjust its height at all. So if I got another monitor and they weren't height adjusted next to each other, that would drive me crazy. It's already like pretty annoying with the laptop, because like my monitor is like here and the laptop's like down here somewhere. Oh my god, Cliff, I'm sorry. That's my nightmare. Because I'm very picky. I'm gonna be very picky about it because it's in my bedroom across, like, this computer is across from where I sleep. So, like, I will be staring at it as I go to sleep at night, being like, it's not even. Hachalalo, thank you for following. Enjoy your apprenticeship here. It would bug me so much. Oh my god, yeah. Well, I'm glad that you guys understand where I'm coming from. Zek, who everybody shout outs to Zek for spending like a lot of hours helping me pick out the parts that I would need and making sure that the parts that we were gonna get would be compatible with the stuff that Jared was giving us. Shout out to Zach. Yay! But Zach believes that the stuff that Jared gave us will probably work fine and won't have any problems on it. So I anticipate it's probably gonna be fine. And if it's not fine, it's okay. This monitor was only like $140. I'll be able to, we'll get it. We'll figure it out. MVP. A water line? Ooh, yeah, don't do that, Cliff. That sounds very scary. Zach is a good egg. You can always get like a desk mount. Well, it depends on your desk. But you can get like a desk mount that like clips to it and like holds them. It's like really ugly, but you know. Like super ugly. Guys, I made a purchase the other day that I'm gonna tell you about because I'm very excited about it. Look. Can you see it? It's an analog clock that makes ticking noises. Ah! I love it. Like there's nothing that puts me to sleep faster than the sound of just like ticking. I don't know why. It was like, I've been like, every single time I've gone to Target, because like I've been to the thrift stores here, nobody had cute clocks, they were all ugly. So every single time I've been to Target for the past like year, I've gone to their clock section and been like, all these clocks are ugly, and left without ever finding myself the perfect clock. And this one honestly still isn't the perfect clock, but it is a perfectly doable clock, you know? And it was pretty cheap. I'm so the opposite. I'm sorry, Lily. You wouldn't like my bedroom then, but that's fine because you wouldn't need to go in there ever. I think that makes sense. One of the things that I like about analog clocks is that like at night they don't glow or anything, so you don't have to like look at them. I hope the music is adequate enough for you guys to share in the jammin'. I have like the mug that I have my coffee in is this like Sheikah Slate mug, but it changes to a map of the world when it's warm. So unfortunately you can tell exactly how not warm my coffee is. It's been sitting here for hours. I'm a very slow consumer of all foods and liquids. It just screams. I love the idea. It's just like, ah! I love that. I'm an honest person, Egg. What can I say? Pumpkin's like sitting on my bed behind me. I don't think that... Oh, you can see like the edge of her body. She has had a very intense day because we've been trying to... Holly bought her a little cat carrier so that we can take Pumpkin outside because she really likes the sun and our apartment doesn't get any sun. So we've been like taking her outside on a balcony trying to get her habitualized to the outside world, and it's been an ordeal and she doesn't like it. She's like calming down very slowly and getting more used to it, but she definitely doesn't like it. So a vague cat-like abyss. I even got her some of that like pheromone spray to calm her down, to like spray over the carrier when she's inside of it, and just... Holly is a very loving cat mom, and yes, well, she helps us out with like a lot of the more expensive purchases that we might not be able to swing on our own, like extremely expensive vet visits and things like that. And it's very kind of her. This is a calamari incantation. If cat is angry, cat will stay. Well, she's not angry. She just gets, like, Pumpkin has actual cat anxiety, so she just gets anxious when she's out there, and as soon as she's back in, she doesn't care. She, like, doesn't have any bad feelings towards the carrier. She, like, will go up and, like, sniff it and examine it and crawl back into it. But I think it's just, like, she's not used to the smells or the sounds, and so, and she also just generally doesn't like being placed into carriers. Hi, Charlie! So I think sensory overload, because it's, like, very quiet in our apartment, and then we go outside and there's, like, a road with cars driving past, and she's like... She already, like, just when we open the windows in this apartment, just, like, starts going crazy. Like, she gets the zoomies immediately after we open the windows every time. So, it's definitely a slow process for her, probably, to overcome this. But I wish her the best, obviously, because I'm, like, sitting next to her watching her shake in the little thingy, and I'm like, oh no, Pumpkin, we're trying this for your own good. Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. But the thing is that, like, I don't think that she likes being in enclosed spaces very much. So if this doesn't work, then we might try a leash, but the problem is that, like, if we take her out with a leash, we're gonna have to, like, I'm not gonna want to take her out on a balcony because I'm afraid she's gonna fall off, so we'd have to actually go out into the real world where there will be other animals and people around, and I feel like that's gonna be way more of a lot for her, so trying to find a happy medium. Makes sense, Sean. I think she really likes, she would really like it out there, like, even though she is scared, she expresses an interest in all of the things that are moving, and like I said, she comes back in and she's totally fine. She doesn't even, like, she's not even, like, skittish for a little while. She just, like, jumps out and is like, cool. So, we're trying our best. We're all trying our best here. Yeah, that might be the case too, Liz. And if it is, that's fine. I don't like going outside and walking places, so I don't know why Pumpkin would either. Pumpkin's also not used to seasons. She's just, like, laying on the bed and she's, like, doing that. Just, like, face smashed into the bed. She is asleep. She can hear me saying her name and she doesn't even care. What day is today? Sunday? How is everybody's weekend? I, like, don't know. I've been, like, sleeping so much that I don't know what day it is. Sunday, probably. I think so. So we're gonna keep trying, but eventually, like, you know, we'll judge and see if she's getting better, if she's not. Older than the sea, younger than the mountains, flowing like a breeze, country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama. I really love Whisper of the Heart, and I haven't seen it in ages, and I kind of really want to watch it now, because that's... I don't think of, like, Olivia Newton-John or whatever when the song pops up. Oh my god, Cliff! Well, I'm glad that you're recovering. What fence? Like a fence? You're building a fence? You're repairing a fence? The bagpipe version. I've never heard the bagpipe version. I think I'm probably okay with not hearing it. I am repairing a fence. That sounds like a lot of work. That sounds exhausting. Pissed off your DM by using persuasion on a no-thick instead of fighting it. Why are they mad? That's the whole point of D&D. You're supposed to be able to solve problems in different ways. I get to use my power tools. Fair. I changed all of the music. I know we used to listen to pop songs, but I changed all of the music because they kept getting, like, very intensely copyright claimed on the archive YouTube channel. And I was like, please don't delete my account. Please. So I changed all the music. I rolled a 26, what else was I supposed to do? Well, if they're not prepared for their plans to change, how are they really even a DM? If they're not prepared for the thing that they carefully planned to be epic to go awry, are they really a DM? God, I want a bagel. I wish... No, I don't. I'm fine. He took it in... Alright, that's fair. It's fair to be a little bit mad about it, I think. Yeah, gluten-free bagel. Some bagels are good. Todd's girlfriend baked... because it was Shane's birthday recently, and so everybody got to have cake, and it was apparently the best cake that any of them had ever tasted, which is fine. So she baked me an entire tray of gluten-free cookies. But the thing was, she like gave me the bag. They were sealed, obviously, gluten-free, right? And she was also making cake. I had to seal them. So she gave me this bag of cookies, and like I was like, cool, I'm gonna eat one, and then I'm gonna I gave out a couple, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna take the rest for me. And everybody was like, wow, you're being so selfish with these cookies. And I was like, bitch, do you know how many cookies I get to eat? Back the fuck off! I'm sorry, I suddenly got full of anger, but they were like, wow, you're hoarding these cookies. I was like, I get to eat cookies like once every 3 months. I will punch you. Oh, I'm sorry. I got mad. Nikki is the best. She's great. So it was very kind of her. I wasn't even thinking. And they're also the best gluten-free cookies I've ever had, so she nailed the recipe. Cream cheese and lox? What's lox? Yeah, 2H, I feel like that's a lot the kind of DM that I would be. Fight them all. Thanks, Cliff. I'm sure that, like, when you're on the Just Chattin tab, you get a lot of randos who are scary. Fish? Salmon. Oh. Sounds creepy, but... I mean, I'll try it, because it sounds gross, but I've heard from the people who've had it that it's actually secretly amazing. Yeah, Zach's like, really good. It's a Jewish thing. Zach, yeah, is familiar with a lot of Jewish things. I was thinking about all of the games coming out. Oh my god, sorry. You ever have that thing where you're like, oh shit, I just remembered something, oh no! You're like, oh, that's important. It's fine. I don't tend to like things with a smoky flavor. I don't tend to like things that taste like smoke. And I don't understand people who do. But it's okay, you're allowed to like what you like. I just think that it's strange. I can see why people wouldn't like fish. Like, I really like fish, but like, man, fish is not. Fish is a weird flavor. Was anybody playing the Elder Scrolls Blades? I'm very curious if you were. You're entitled to your stupid opinion. I mean, I could argue with you there, Charlie, and be like, wow, no, that's not what I'm like. But, like, really, it totally is actually what I'm like, so. You were? What'd you think of it? No, 2H, you are all entitled to your own opinion, unless we are voting upon something in which you all share my opinion, unless I can't come to a decision in which you better have your own opinions, and not tie the poll. It's way too pay money based. Yeah, Egg! Oh, God, don't tie. Egg, that's exactly what I was thinking, because I was like... I was just really disappointed. I thought that in early access they were going to spend more time balancing it, because it's, like, impossible to advance with anything. Blades, I'm super disappointed with Blades, because when I heard that that thing was coming out, I was super psyched. I, like, instantly joined the beta. I waited for like an hour to be let onto the website so that I could sign up for the beta, and the game is just like not good. China and Kara. I mean, listen, I'm just being honest about what I actually want. Hey, 2H, thank you for resubscribing for almost 2 years! Let's not worry about how long that is. God, that's long. Honestly, if I got a 2-year badge, I think I would keep the Phoenix Feather. The Phoenix Quill. I want to keep that as the best one. Oh, or maybe a Galaxy Quill. Oh no, that sounds amazing! Oh, okay, well, I gotta write that down. Hang on, I gotta write that down. Just taking a note. Galaxy Quill. Does that not sound amazing? 2 Phoenix Quills. Just like as a throwback to the Galaxy Sheep. The 3 years, 2 Galaxy Quills. More quills. I guess the 3rd year would have to be a like Universe Quill, and the 4th year would it just is black. It's just a black square, and like the explanation is that the universe rebirthed itself, and like we're not yet at the point where quills can come back. And then the next quill after that is Stardust Quill, in which it's like a brilliant, shining, glowing yellow quill that has been reborn from the ashes of the universe itself. Right back to the Phoenix concept. Yeah. I like this. I'm just gonna write down that so that I remember it, because I don't think that it's gonna work out. But I like the concept and might use it for something else. As I'm just like, now I'm just like taking notes. Stardust. Dino Quill. Evolution. An Amoeba Quill! Because gay. I'm surprised that they don't allow you to choose, like, to choose from the badges you have access to. The Phoenix is a great concept. Man, yeah. Yeah. Then it eventually resets to the normal quill. I don't know. I feel old now. 2 years. 2 years. I mean, at 2 years, a baby can only... walk? Murmur? What can babies do? I don't know. Hey, Cat Prez! Paleolithic quills. Can talk? Okay. I don't know. I'm not gonna learn about this. Hi, Streetlight! I'm not gonna. I don't know babies. I was having like a lot of troubles with the internet, but we fixed it, and I'm glad because I was like, I was thinking about the getting ready screen as I was getting ready actively. Ah, Charlie, I also learned a new language as a small child. Read, write, and speak sign. Ah. It does depend. I was thinking about the getting ready screen, and I was like... Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. You know how I stick sticky notes all over my desk? I keep finding them, and I had like already transferred all the information on this sticky note, so I was gonna throw it away, and I turned it over to fold it in half so I could throw it away, and there was a note on the back of it! I was thinking about the getting ready screen, and cause like, before I had one, I was always like, this is stupid, isn't it? Because shouldn't you just start the stream when you're already ready? But now that I have a getting ready screen, I figured out that the getting ready screen is literally just there so that you can fix all of the technical difficulties that happen as you start transmitting out to the internet that you couldn't test because you weren't connected to the internet before. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. German. And then English. A wholly unimpressive toddler. Okay, so I gotta... What was it? Here? Yeah, okay, got it. This is where this note goes. Sorry that it's just like you're just seeing my forehead. As I'm like clearly focusing on something else. Also, so you can wait for people to show up without missing anything. Yeah, I also thought that I don't know, I'm never one of those people who shows up right when a stream starts, so I guess I just didn't figure it out. I was like, that seems dumb. I was learning Korean as well. It went on the back burner when I got sick, and I haven't come back to it. But I do still remember parts of it, bits and pieces here and there. I would like to get back into that. I speak German on like an intermediate level if you don't pay attention to my grammar. And obviously I'm fluent in English. Yeah, I believe I was taught how to read at a very early age for a very specific and pointed reason. But I think that because I knew 2 languages when I was very, very young, I think that might be one of the reasons I'm very good at language now, because my brain just like, since I was a baby, was wired to handle language well. So like, I find it easier to pick up new languages than other people do. You know how they say that once you know a new language, learning other new languages is a lot easier? It's that thing. Because I started relearning German because I lost it while I was a baby, and it came back super, super easy, and it made all the other languages I wanted to learn a lot easier. There's like an entire language that is based on that's based on like learning how to learn a language. And it's supposed to be like the easiest language to learn, and nobody actually uses it to speak, but it's literally just there to teach you how to learn languages. And so it doesn't take people very long to learn it. It's a very interesting concept, and I forget what the name of it is. Esperanto! Yes, I believe that's it. Good job, Cliff. Ooh, yeah, Mandarin's a hard one. Written Mandarin is very difficult. I have a friend who learned Mandarin and said that spoken Mandarin actually isn't, or at least for him, it wasn't as hard because like hearing the musical sounds really helped like clarify it for him. But I guess that would depend on like whether you're an auditory person. Esperanto poetry. Oh, people actually speak it? Oh, I didn't know that. A universal... Oh, is that what... Okay. I was told that that it's not... Okay. So it has loftier goals than I was aware of. That is cool. Now I'm interested in learning it. Basically so that English doesn't dominate everything. I'm gonna also take a note about that. Esperanto. Yeah, there is a Duolingo course, I saw. Oh, hello, Reavers, also. Hi, Dury. I don't think any language is dumb. They all have their weird quirks. There's a lot that I want to learn too. Like 5. I have a lot of different things that I want to learn though, and it's like I really should only focus on one thing at a time. But instead I chose a dead one. But the dead one will be so helpful in medical or sometimes artistic or sometimes scientific classification type endeavors. When everything is cool. That is my problem, Jerry. That is my problem. That's why I spent like a full day binging a vacuum review YouTube channel. Also tech channels. I've been very interested in seeing people's reviews of the folding phones. They're very strange. Oh, that's cool. That's hard, Cliff. Especially because learning how to be conversational can only happen when you're... Like, you only learn how to talk if you talk to people. And so finding people to talk to can be hard. It broke! Disposable DVDs? America, why? Oh, Pumpkin left. It's a DVD. And it's not even like a DVD that's biodegradable, it's just a DVD that breaks. Your brain prunes things if you don't keep using them. That's why, like, every now and then, I'm like, Duolingo, remind me what German is. Folding phones look like they could be really cool, mostly because I would love to turn my phone into a, like, extremely light and portable notepad. Like, a notepad that's the size of, like unfolds to a switch case size, maybe, and you can just hold it and be like, notes done. That's my dream folding phone, is basically just a tablet that I can also put into my pocket without worrying about it breaking. Probably 2H. I don't like the idea that these, like, yeah, hinges break a lot. I don't like the idea that these folding phones, like the Samsung folding phone, the front of the phone is like this big. It's like so tiny. It's like, just don't have a front of the phone. What is the point of the front of the phone? Yeah, Romance languages are very difficult to me, but it's also because, yeah. See, that's why, like, going from German to Korean was actually way easier for me than a Romance language, because, French is rough because French has an actual, like, established board of people who, like, made rules a while back about how, like, you know how English has all these weird spellings of vowels and stuff that, like, aren't accurate 100% of the time? A while back, France, like, sat down and was like, let's make sure that these are all accurate. And because of that, the French language wasn't, like, in some ways wasn't allowed to organically change as language does, but in some ways it was. So now, from everything that I've heard from, like, linguists, French is insane. It's just, like, weird. Like, there's all these things that don't make intuitive sense because they make this, like, structural, logical, grammatical sense. Plu, that's fair and real. The background color of what? This background color? Like the wall? Or like this background color? Because the background color probably is changing. This camera like goes in and out of focus. I don't know why I'm like jabbing things at the camera waiting for it to go in and out of focus. Sorry, Lily. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Of course, like, once the streaming computer is solved, my brain instantly went to, but what if I also what would it take to also upgrade the camera quality or the audio quality for the stream? I was thinking about that. Next. Not next. No, Kara, be satisfied with where you're at for once. Okay. Of OBS, huh? It could be. It could be. I also think that this color of teal might be difficult for, it's one of the colors of teal that, depending on which system of color is used, will show up as a different color, if that makes sense. I don't know, it's a webcam. And from everything that I've discovered about this webcam, I have no control over anything it does. I also, like, sit a lot closer to the webcam because it's just on my monitor. I can push it back a little bit. There we go, it's a little bit further back. You know when you have a trip to go on? And, like, when it's far away, you're like, I don't need to deal with that. And then, like, the closer and closer it gets, the more and more you feel like that the trip is the end of your life as you know it. And your brain doesn't want to project past the trip because all it does is, like, it's the start of the trip on this day. And then your brain is like, you know, do you guys get what I'm trying to say? I'm having that. I'm going on a trip in a couple of weeks. I'm stressed about it. Is that a thing because I work from home? No. I don't think so. It's been a thing for, like, any kind of very large, like, going on a plane trip or a driving for 12 hours trip. To a wedding. Just gonna go see my friends get married. So, no. Yeah, I've looked at that, Charlie. But thanks. Hi, Joey! Oh, wait. I've been to a lot of weddings. Petition to have my friends stop marrying so far away from me because it costs a lot of money to go see them. Petition. Yes. Yes, I do, Joey. Yeah, at least it's not a business trip. Although I think probably business trips, I'm generally more excited for business trips than I think most people would be because I like my businesses. I haven't listened to their new song yet. Ask them to FaceTime the wedding. Comped. 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 I am on Spotify, but also if I stream it, the entire VOD will be negligible, so I'm not sure that I want to. When I try to port it to YouTube, I mean. And I am too lazy to go into the VOD and try and cut out the song. It is a thing. Man. What an interesting concept. There's this whole thing that I learned recently. I don't know how many of you guys are freelancers. I don't know how applicable it is to a lot of you, actually, so maybe I just won't talk about it. It's like a tax thing that I didn't know about. Damn, Sean! Well, I mean, at least you have good memories. What a story to tell. To be able to tell. Did you write the article? Oh, that's creepy. Hopefully that's not an omen, Liz. It's not. A Jewish wedding between a Catholic and a Protestant. Okay. Seems like there's a story there. No. Oof, Liz. Oof. Oh, they just did it because it looked cool? For some reason, I was assuming that, like, maybe, like, one of their parents was Jewish and they converted but wanted to, like, respect their parents. No, it was just wow, okay. Jesus. That's rude. Hey, but you can't just get all the cool stuff without all the suffering. That's not fair, Plu. That's like the cool stuff is one of the only things that black people have, too. Let us keep it. Stop taking it from us, okay? We earned it. Nicely done, Cliff. Why would people do that to you? Why would they do that to themselves? But there's a limit. Listen. I am wearing an Arcade Spirits shirt. Hey, it's Naomi's shirt. Funnily enough. Ha 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 ha. Oh, you have the same one? That's awesome. I don't think I need to. Like, I don't know who those people are, but it's a very, there's a very small chance that I would want to remain friends with those people. I guess it would depend on who they were. Yeah, Plu, because Jewish people have had it rough. So of course their parties are going to be way more party than any other parties. Like, there's a reason that in the Victorian age, people's parties were insane because they were all repressed and sad all the time and everybody was dying constantly. You know? Yes, I'm aware. Yeah, I know you're aware. I don't think Naomi's best girl and I disagree with you, but okay. I meant historically, not like currently, but like historically. Twerks to the Black Plague. I don't know who is the best girl. I just know that Naomi's the worst. Party! I really didn't like Naomi because she's kind of spoiled. She's kind of, my favorite character was Gavin, and Naomi fights with Gavin at every available opportunity and instigates most of the fights. And then tries to pretend like she is the victim. Which Gavin does do stuff that is annoying for her, but she is the one who instigates the actual fights, if that makes sense. Well, I guess that's a pretty good reason, Cliff. I guess I can't argue with that. Almost everything during the Black Plague was nasty. Oh, not the hokey pokey. Petition to replace those songs and also Single Ladies with the booty song. As long as 3 people sign the petition, it'll come true. It is a classic. I sign. I'm thinking of the like round booty, long booty. I don't actually know the words because it's just blank booty, blank booty, blank booty, blank booty, little booty, big booty, small booty, tall booty. Breakfast booty, lunch booty, dinner booty, flying booty, sighing booty. It's deep. It's very deep. He was just, is his booty, 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 booty. He's just appreciative of all booty. Afternoon snack, booty. It's a good song. It's a good song. By the way, how do we all feel about the practice of playing the song Single Ladies at weddings? And, like, making all the single ladies go out and dance to it. How do we feel about that? Ugh, no. It is a little rude. No, thank you. Beyonce is amazing, but no one should be forced to do anything. Never seen that. It's happened at like every wedding that I've been to, but also, I'm from Kansas, where women are supposed to be married by age 20. Oh my god, Joey! What the heck? I think it's very... But that doesn't even make sense for the bouquet toss, because, like, ladies who are just dating can go, or engaged can go get the bouquet. Or even not ladies. Like, well, I guess depends on the wedding, but... But I'm not a lady! I hate throwing the bouquet. I, like, have indeed participated in the bouquet toss. The thing is that, like... have you guys ever seen, like... There's a video on the internet of, like, somebody tossing the bouquet into a crowd, like, and, like, all the ladies are like, woo, yay, the bouquet! And, like, a little, like, ball of people. And, like, the bride tosses the bouquet, and it goes right in the middle of the crowd of people, and the women just, like, step back, and it just falls to the floor. And it's like... Because that's me when the bouquet toss happens, and I'm just like, Hi, I'm here because I'm totally participating. Oh no, I couldn't grab it. Oops. I'm klutz, you know. The garter belt. No, they do that, Cliff. The garter belt thing is very weird. I will say that once I had a friend who was engaged and to a long distance in a long distance relationship, and he was engaged, and so the garter belt thing happened, and like he dove for it, like shoved people out of the way, like volleyball dove for the garter belt and caught it, and then was really happy that he caught it. And I was like, I like appreciate the show of devotion to how much you want to marry your girlfriend. That's like, I like that. But also the garter belt itself is like a little weird and creepy, and I don't like it. Wow, no! Group dances are great! Group dances or the garter thing? I'm all for having, like, what is it? The electric slide, and what's the other thing that white people know how to dance to? Love Shack? I'm all for having those two songs on the playlist because we gotta ease them in somehow. Boot, Scoot, and Boogie? Possibly. Possibly. I've had a lot of different group dances that like I did once and never heard of them again. Oh, this looks very Western. Maybe I haven't done it. Nope, have not done this. Have not done that. I have, like, had, you know, I don't know if it, not line dances, but I have danced with people who, like, knew how to dance and, like, just, like, grabbed me and, like, threw me around the room for 5 minutes. That's pretty alright. Yeah, I was about to say, Cliff, I'm like, fuck that guy. God, that's creepy and also like non-consensual. We did learn how to line dance in elementary school and how to waltz. Why'd they teach us that? I mean, when I grew up in Texas, like I lived in Texas for a small amount of time, and I was in preschool and daycare and kindergarten there, and they taught me how to curtsy. A skill I have definitely used and was worth the time. They also taught me how to sit properly in a dress so that boys wouldn't look up my skirt. I was 4. Aw, man, does it, Jury? Damn it. At least for England, it kind of makes sense because you do have like a 0.00001% chance of meeting the Queen, and I'm pretty sure you have to curtsy in front of the Queen. I have no idea why Americans would need to know how to curtsy. It's like we don't like curtsy in front of the president. We don't have any established social occasions where we curtsy, do we? Camilla the Homewrecker? I don't know. Who is that? Fun fact, everybody was racist 100 years ago because just everybody was racist. So that's why everything's got a racist history, because just everyone was. And also anti-Semitic, and also anti-gay, and lots of things. Wow, aren't we glad we live in the present? Oh! Oh. Well, uh, I'm like, cool? I guess cool. I guess cool. I guess I don't know this person. I don't know what her life story is. Probably cool. So yeah, it makes sense that they teach you how to curtsy in England, where you definitely curtsy in order to greet royalty. Also, I don't know if any of you guys have been playing Magic the Gathering Arena, but War of the Spark has come out, so now's a really good time to hop in. Because there's lots of, what's the word that there's lots of, like, everybody's still trying to figure out what decks are good to make. So you're not running into a lot of highly optimized decks that are killing you because it's an entirely new set. Wow, that's both cool and, like, if I was a British kid, I would be so mad at you about that. I guess I don't really know the details of it. Yeah. Supposedly tourism, Joey, but then I also heard, nah. Some is complicated. Hi, Alex. Is it late for you, Sean? I guess in almost every place it's later than it is here, huh? Give the people back their money! You pay too much money to your basically ambassadors and legacy. Oh, so he initially wanted to marry her and then couldn't? God, poor Diana. She just got caught up in this thing and it wasn't her fault. And also poor Charles and poor Camilla. Poor everybody. Poor entire royal family except for the part where, you know, they don't have to pay for anything ever. Huh. Wait, which one is Prince William? Oh my god, it's so hard keeping these people straight. Prince William is the one who married the commoner, right? And then his brother was like, cool, now I can marry an American commoner, right? Is that what's happened? That, right? That's the story, huh? Well, I think technically the royals themselves don't own anything, but like the royal family as a whole has access to things. I don't know. I haven't actually done any research into this. I should actually just close my mouth because I don't know. I don't think are actresses our version of royalty? I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think so. We still have old money here in America. You know, we have like people who are heirs of giant fortunes from like oil people from 200 years ago and stuff. So I guess those people would technically be our royalty. Like the Vanderbilts? Sure! Who are they? Paris Hilton? Paris Hilton's too new, isn't she? Wait, God, how long does the legacy of the Hilton family go? Man, is it clear yet that I don't care about famous people? I don't care about them. I don't care about them. I mean, Paris Hilton, I'm pretty sure she, like, dropped out of the public eye on purpose? Just rich people in the South? Oh. Well, that's why I don't know about them. Well, yeah, 2H. I didn't know there was a show. Anderson Cooper's a Vanderbilt? Why is he hiding it? Oh, Liz. God, that's real. Ooh, Biltmore Estate? You say, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely look that up. I love looking at fancy houses that, like, I would realistically never actually want to live in because I'm not cleaning that crap or paying any amount of money. You know? Like, I really love, like, the world's most extraordinary homes, and then I look at them and I'm like, wow, I want a home one day, but not those. Biltmore Estate. Oh, here it is. And they lost all their money, so... Whoa! This is crazy huge! This is definitely a thing that was built by people who are from Europe. Oh, it's the largest privately owned house in the United States? We haven't made a bigger one yet? You would think somebody would have. Oh, it's like an architectural marvel. A house somewhere. Hearst Castle? Oh my god, you guys are like... You guys are doing me good right now. Okay, Hearst Castle. Hearst Castle. Ooh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna have to read all of the, like, everything in these Wikipedia articles. Zek? That's what it was based off of? Let's see, at the height of the Gilded Age, blah blah blah. He built it as a summer house, not even as his actual house. He built it as an escape. Oh, is it the Vanderbilt house? That's why it's called Biltmore? He bought over 50 farms and 5 cemeteries? Did they have to move the bodies? Oh, but he bought a bunch of land that people couldn't grow food on, so they were like, please take it. The newspaper owner. Well, I haven't heard about the newspaper. I don't know shit about America. If I want to escape my home, I go to work. I never want to escape my home. I want to escape every other aspect of life. Whoops. Summer houses are a very... Like, I get the concept. I do. I get it. But I don't know how you would ever justify spending that amount of money unless, with the exception of, you're an incredibly famous person and, like, require privacy, and privacy is difficult for you to get. That's the only case where it makes sense. They built factories on site to make this house. Like 1,000 workers, 60 stonemasons. How much money did this man have? What did the Vanderbilts do? Railroads? What did they do? Did they do noblesse oblige? Because my opinion of them is going to vary heavily depending on whether or not they were advocates of noblesse oblige. I don't know. I'm a millennial. I don't believe houses are investments anymore. I don't judge. In all likelihood, I will end up eating my words and becoming a person who has a summer home. In which case, cool. Oh. See, like, basically what I'm saying is it's kind of like, okay. I guess, like, reflecting on it for more than 2 seconds, my opinion of people looking for summer homes comes from house hunters. Where they're like, we live in a 6,000 square foot room for ourselves and our one child, but we also want a summer home. And I'm like, what? What do you do with that space? They built railroads. Got it. Renting a summer house is not the same thing. It's like buying a whole, like, from, like, and then there's, like, buying a, like, cheap summer house that's, like, on a location. Like, you want a house on the beach and you buy it, like, the cheapest one you can find, and, like, it's not. But then there's the people who are like, I'm gonna buy $1 million summer house that I'm gonna use for 1 month every 5 years. And I'm like, what's happening? Which, to be fair, is also the type of summer house that I'm familiar with, because, like, the rich people that I knew were those kinds of rich people. Liz, let me dream. Rent is cheaper, but, I mean, houses are cheaper, but at the rate rent is climbing, it's going to be impossible to do. I'm sorry. Sean, that's accurate. Ooh, see, if you buy a second house as, like, an investment with a clear purpose for it, okay, that's fine. They use the upstairs as storage? Oh man, that sucks too, H. God. Yeah, see, so it's like that, it's just that kind of thing, like, I guess for me it's really mostly like, I have a lot of anger towards American over expenditure and extravagance, which I realize is a lot to say because I'm an American who is very overspending and extravagant compared to some, like, people in other countries. But, like, just the idea of, like, I just have extra money, so I'm gonna throw it on this house that, like, realistically, I'm only going to use five rooms in the house, but this house has 30 rooms. Like, that, I see that, and I get very frustrated, because I'm like, you could have used that money for, like, you don't even have to, like, oh, donate it to charity to help people. You could have used that money to, like, start a new business and help people out. You could have, like, I don't know, helped a friend reach their dreams. You could have done, like, a lot of, like, cool things with that money, and instead you spent it on the space that you don't even use. I guess I just get frustrated by that type of thinking. I guess so, 2H, but that's not kind of what I mean. But literal tea. Chair chill. Yeah, it's just frustrating, because, like, even, like, they don't give you your business seed money. Oh my god, sweet tea is so intense. I had some sweet tea. I went to the south and I had some sweet tea and I was like, what is this? Yes, it is jury. What is Pida Terrace? What does that mean? $16,000 in purses. See, like, I'm no, like, I don't want to be judgy of rich people. Like, realistically, if you have money, you can do whatever you want with it. And I shouldn't be judging your expenses because that's stupid. And also, when I have money, I judge my own expenses. So it's, like, definitely a projecting kind of thing. But also, I'm not gonna lie, I do judge it. I don't want to judge it, but I do. I'm just like, what? Oh, you could be doing, like, so many other things. It's fine. Oh, Jerry, that's really cool. A summer house, but an apartment in a city. Oh. Huh. And lie empty most of the... I mean, that's how it is here in Seattle. Like, the rent has gone up to such an extent that 20% of all apartments aren't even filled right now. And they keep building more. And they don't lower the rent. It's really stupid. And they stop causing most of my problems. Hey, Liz. I once dated a person who was, for all intents and purposes, pretty rich. And, like, they would constantly lecture me about how me being judgmental of rich people was going to keep me from ever getting rich. But then, later, they also told me that my sense of morality was what was keeping me from getting rich, and if I just dropped my sense of morality, I would have made it rich a while ago. So... I broke up with them very shortly after. If you just exploited people, you could have made so much more money. Charlie, if you know that, use that to your benefit when negotiating your rent next lease renewal, because that's what we just did, and it was very helpful. Also, try to get a lease renewal that ends in the winter. Just looking out for you, because that will help you later on if you ever decide to move apartments or buy a house. It's so much cheaper in winter. Hey, Manic Pixel Dream Girl! Hello! Thank you for the raid! Hi, hello! Welcome, everyone. We're just sitting and chatting. Possibly Cliff. I don't know, because maybe. I don't know which other things. There's only one rich person that I've dated, though, so... Hi, Dofus. Hi, Sprinkles! Hey, Watson! Half Easy, hello! We're having a... Whoops!
I'll support you.
Camera. Camera. We're just having chill coffee time. Hey, H-Sensei! Oh, Liz, you've just gifted us up to Manic Pixel Dream Girl! Liz, thank you. That's very kind of you. Welcome to the fold, Manic Pixel Dream Girl. And also, 73 gift subs is a lot, Liz. Getting closer and closer. Too strong for the channel. Mr. Monster Cat, thank you for following. Enjoy your apprenticeship here. Yeah, we're just chilling. We're just talking about houses and how we judge rich people, and then I feel bad about it. Some of us you are apprenticing. You're apprenticing, and then when people subscribe, then they are a member of the fold, an official member. Ooh, let me Google that for you, Charlie, because I'm certain that, well, actually, here's the thing. Mortgage payments are 100% cheaper than our rent. I've looked into this deeply, and it's definitely cheaper than rent. But you'd also have to be able to afford a mortgage down payment on a house that is at least $500,000. So, total hype! 0 out of 10 would not date again. Yeah, I've heard a story from, I had a different friend who dated a rich person who, like, was rich. Her family was rich to the point that she never had to work a job in her life, and like had no understanding of money, and just like ate out every night, and like couldn't clean up after herself and stuff like that. And I'm like, wow, this is bizarre. Also PMI if you don't have the 20% down payment. I don't know what PMI is, but I feel guilty the whole time. That's real. Just say Charlie should do it. Google it. Chill streams are good streams. We're here because we're the people who aren't watching Game of Thrones. I mean, it's a banana. What are they, $10? Oh, really? Ugh. Gosh, dang it. Okay, well, I'm glad I know that now. I hang out with the maid. I'm a nanny. Yeah. That's real. Hey, Acrylic! I once went on I studied abroad in Vietnam, and Vietnam is one of those places where, like, you could have food for the entire day by just spending, like, $3. And, like, I was, like, crippled with, because, like, the thing that we were studying was kind of, like, capitalism and its effects on the local population and tourism, so we, like, did a bunch of touristy stuff, and I was, like, felt so conflicted the entire time, because definitely those people needed us to help them, like, live their lives, because Vietnam is extremely poor, but also, oh, so much also. Okay. And their dad is not hot. Liz, that's what I want to do if I get married. If I get married, I literally want to be like, hey friends, instead of spending $1,000 to come visit me in Seattle, like I had to do for all of your weddings, just take that same $1,000 and put it in my bank account. That's what I would like to do, but actually what's going to happen is that they're all going to contribute like $50 because, all your weddings. I don't know what I'm gonna do about if I ever have a wedding, because, like, realistically I don't want to have a wedding, but I also am big into, like, ritual and ceremony, and, like, my grandma taught me this philosophy that was like, if you don't make days feel special, then every day just feels the same, and, like, the year starts to feel really weird. Like, the year starts to feel like every day blends into one another and nothing meaningful is happening. So, like, I'm a big believer in having rituals to, like, that was an event, I can remember that event, or, oh, this was a tradition, that's a thing that we do. But, like, weddings are so expensive and ridiculous, and I don't know how to do both. H-Sensei, thank you for following. Enjoy your apprenticeship here. The problem is that most of the people that I would want to come to the wedding, like, there's people here in Seattle, but I have a lot of really close friends who all live, like, in Kansas, pretty much. So, like, I would basically be requesting, like, 15 people to spend $1,000 each to come visit me, and I don't want to do that, but I also don't like the idea of having this very important moment and having the people who I actually genuinely do care about a lot in my life not being involved in some way. And I don't want to have to ask them to spend as much money as I've had to spend to go to their weddings. Because it was hard for me to swing, so I don't want to, like, do that to them, you know? That's the thing that I've been thinking about for a long time. Thanks, Cliff! Like, one of my friends was talking to her mom, and her mom was like, by the way, we have a bunch of money saved up for your wedding. And I was like, what? I want my parents to have saved up any money for my wedding. That's true, I could stream the wedding on Twitch, and then I could be like, hey everybody! Donations! If we reach the donation goal, then the wedding was paid for! Yay! If we don't, I'm in debt! That's the goal. Are those homes on foreclosure, Charlie? And where are those homes located? because that will tell you a lot. And also, are those homes earthquake safe? Most of the homes that are under $400,000 are foreclosure auction homes. I don't think Shane's gonna fund my wedding. Oh, yes. Also, a lot of the homes that are $100,000 are actually trailers that are made to look like they're homes on foundation land. Which, again, not earthquake safe. Hi, Diggity. Even $1,000 sounds like so much to spend. I don't have $1,000 to spend on anything, not even a wedding. I'm buying this computer because of a donation goal, so. $30K. Yeah, some of my friends' weddings were definitely over $10,000. And again, their parents paid for it. That's how they afforded it. Their parents helped them pay for it. Well, we live in Seattle, and we're like telegraphed to have that big one, which is the like once in 500 years earthquake that's supposed to also trigger a tsunami and volcano eruption and be on a 9 on a Richter scale. So I'm pretty concerned about moving into an earthquake safe house that's out of the path of the volcano zone and also out of the path of the tsunami. Coincidentally, the houses in these areas are also the most expensive. Oh my god, $7,000 for a dress? I'd buy one from like JCPenney. But that's just me. I also don't care about fashion. Was it made out of unicorn whispers? Hi, Pumpkin. Hey. Hey. Hi. 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 Hey, girl. You okay? She just wants attention. $600 is a decent price for a wedding dress, but I get what you mean, Liz. Make a dress. Oh, now there's an idea. That would still be pretty expensive, honestly. Handmade by a woman in Thailand? Does she also she should pay for this. She should pay for all of it herself. Yo, also engagement rings, am I right? Like, have you ever I was following this studio, god, what was it called? It was called like a damn it, I don't remember. It was a studio that was making game-inspired engagement rings. And there was like a Cardcaptor Sakura one and a Sailor Moon one, so I was following them for a while and just like seeing what they were putting out. Affection, don't let your pride go. One day I know you'll turn into a fine hero. I love this song. But so it was making those kinds of engagement rings, and I was like watching them, and initially those engagement rings were like $300 or $400, which like, all right, that's a fine price for a ring that you're going to be wearing for the rest of your life. And then, like, I just watched them slowly escalate to, like, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000. I was like, what? Oh, the rings were pretty cute. They were all like, it's hard because, like, I loved the idea of the rings, but like they were also very large and like pretty flashy, and I just feel like I'm not a person who would like a large and flashy ring. So like I was following this engagement ring company like avidly and like sending links to my friends, and then I was also like, please don't ever tell anyone I'm dating to buy this for me. If you swap it, why would you swap it out? It's the most expensive one, isn't it? But if someone gave me a Sailor Moon wedding ring, I'd do it. Where are they located, Charlie? Renton? Probably. It depends on where you're living. like, if you're looking around Renton and Kent, then the houses are going to be very cheap because a lot of those houses aren't actually in King County. So, definitely don't want a diamond either. I don't know where you're looking because I've literally been looking over the past, like, I've been looking for like 3 years. So let's see. I'm gonna check right now. I was literally helping a friend shop for houses. Let's see. Let's look at max. Let's make the max 500,000, and we'll see. Foreclosure, foreclosure, foreclosure. That's it. Let's try again. That one's a mobile home. That one's a mobile home. That one's a mobile home. This one doesn't look like it's a mobile. Oh, it's less than 1,000 square feet. That's why. 3 bedrooms in less than 1,000 square feet. That's why. That one's a mobile home. That one's a mobile home. Foreclosure. Townhome. Those are usually the results that I expect. I'm pro supporting King this time. I dislike Queen, but it would be better, but it's for Martin Luther King. I looked away for a few seconds and look at this. Zillow. It's like the only real estate site I know of. Again, I want a cool knife. But isn't the engagement ring the more expensive one? Like, I thought the engagement ring was usually more expensive than the wedding band. Okay, Zach. Alright. I was, there's a person in my life who won't be named, but, was talking about engagement rings with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend's, like, decently well off, like, has a good job, like, he's an engineer. And she was like, oh, you know, like, oh, like $1,000 seems like a lot for an engagement ring. And he was basically like, ha, it won't be worth less than 10,000. And I was like, and then like my soul left my body. The key is to not tell people you're getting married. Oh, that's smart, Emily. Just go into like a store and be like, oh, I just want I'm just looking for a gift for like, you know, like, oh, a Christmas gift or something for my partner. And it's also happens to be a ring. Maybe if I look in just King. Like, maybe if I look at King County, it'll change. Maybe the zip code isn't accurate. Oh, it's renting again. I'm not looking at rent. I'm not looking at rent. Ooh, man. Tiny houses. Tiny houses. Tiny, tiny. That one's a mobile home. That one's on a boat! Oh, okay, yeah. That's the location. That's cheap because of the location. That one's right next to an airport. That one's a mobile home. Yeah. So you can find more decently affordable houses if you're willing to live far down south past Seattle where more of the drugs are. Is low-key the subtext. Yeah, the boathouse! What is the boathouse even? What even is the boathouse? Which, like, to be fair, I've heard that a lot of the places where all the drugs are getting better / are getting gentrified, so there's less drugs. But also, they're stereotyped for having lots of drugs and crime, so I don't know. When I was helping my friend look, they were basically like, I'm not looking in those areas. So I didn't actually look at down south to any extent. I almost wouldn't even mind a mobile home, except that they're impossible to resell once you buy them. So, hello, Pudoan. Good case knowing exactly what you want. But like, God, I don't know anything about rings, Liz. I don't know what I want. Oh, Cliff, that's rad. Get yourself a house. Pay it off. Have no mortgage. Do it. The cost of living is rough, Sean. There's lots of Bothell is more expensive. I think that, like, if you're looking at the places that are more expensive, it's going to be like, obviously Seattle's ridiculously expensive, Bellevue's ridiculously expensive, Woodinville's where all the rich people live, and then like Bothell is the place that's like right in between everybody, so it's like more well off, but also smaller town feel, but also the housing prices are rising like crazy. So like if you go further north of Bothell, that's where it starts dropping off because the commute time starts to get to an hour. Whereas like if you're trying to commute from like Redmond or Bellevue or Bothell, the commute time is generally going to be 30 minutes with no traffic or like an hour and 45 minutes with traffic. So you can imagine that like if you're commuting from like Renton during peak traffic times, it takes a while. Or Kent, which is even further down south from Renton, which, yeah, so like that's why the further away you get from Seattle, the cheaper the houses are, but also like the way longer a commute is. I used to live in Renton too. I used to live down in that southern area. I had a friend who lived in Kent. Like I lived there and it was fine. However, also, I did get stalked to my car, so, like, sure, it was fine and nothing bad happened, but did I feel safe all of the time when I went outside and creepy men followed me? No. Oh my goodness. Pudoan? You had that built? Goodness, where are you? Like, state-wise, you don't have to tell me where you live. Why is that townhouse $30 million? Why is this modeled after the Taj Mahal? What, you mean like that guy who lived above me and followed me home? That guy was a thing that happened. Only in Renton and not anywhere else that I've ever lived. J Kitty has just gifted a sub to Shut Up Sprinkles! Sprinkles, welcome back to the fold. And J Kitty, thank you for supporting and being kind and generous. Yeah, so like that's the thing about Renton. Like again, nothing bad happened. It was totally fine. Like I didn't experience anything bad. I also only lived there for a year. And I did hear gunshots. I did get followed around. People did, like, mark my car and, like, drove and would, like, as I was, like, walking into the store, would drive next to me and yell at me. And, like, I did see discarded needles everywhere. And I did find evidence of, like, an actual assault that happened. And, like, so, like, these things did definitely happen while I was living there. Nothing bad happened to me. But, like, would I want to invest in long-term living in that city? I'm not brave enough. Other people might be. And, like, good for them, because Renton is not a bad place, but it can get scary. St. Paul area. Doctors? Whoa! Whoa! Pudowan, your life is, like, Your life seems so bonkers to me. That's incredible. Charlie, 5 minutes from where you're at. That's where. That's roughly where. So, it really depends on like the exact neighborhood that you're in, and like if you're in an apartment area that has like a community or is gated or like is harder to reach and further away from the actual downtown where people walk and things like that. But also, I lived in Renton 4 years ago when it was less gentrified, and now it's gotten much more gentrified. And like how they like tried to make it a lot nicer, they kicked a bunch of people out, they started redoing the houses. So it's possible that now Renton is really nice and totally fine because they kicked a lot of people out. And they're just pushing people down south and pushing people up north because the prices are getting higher and higher. So that's fair, Joey. That's fair, Joey. That's very fair, Joey. That's very, very fair, Joey. I was living, Jeff was my roommate at the time, and we had very different experiences of living in Renton, but like Jeff would constantly warn me when I was going places to be careful and not to be out when it was dark and stuff like that. Just because like I was new to the area, so I didn't know, so Jeff was constantly like, lock away all your valuables when you're in your car. Like, he was like looking after me and telling me the things that I didn't know about how you're supposed to protect yourself when you're living in a city that has more crime. Protective juice. Well, Mr. Monster, we do play games here. Just not tonight. At least it's not Tacoma. But it's like, again, it is the kind of thing where like the neighborhood seriously depends. Just like, I mean, it's the same place in New York, it's the same thing in Seattle. There's just like certain neighborhoods where literally like one road down, things are crazy and really intense. But as long as you stay in your road, you're fine. And it also changes over time, so. I don't know what's wrong with Tacoma, but every person who's ever been born in Seattle has informed me that ha 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 Tacoma sucks. Oh, so a community that was just, okay, so like not a lot of people were living there. That makes a lot of sense. That's really cool. Oh man, I'd love to build my own house someday if I ever just got ridiculously rich. You can leave your door unlocked. Good God, I would never. Like most of the communities that I've lived in now are like gated and locked and like you can't enter the building. That kind of thing. It's super industrial and can smell very bad during peak hours. Alright, so like Portland. Gold Coast money, Inglewood murder. Yeah, Liz, that's more of kind of how I've seen things. And like we were from what Jeff was saying, we were like still in the okay area, but we were like very close to the not okay area, so that's a part of it, I guess. That's pretty cool. Well, shit. You just moved in. Are you decorating it? Man, Seattle and Portland are like the same. But if you do end up leaving, which you might not, you can always return, and it might be like cool just to like get a new sense of a new place. Like how much do you know you like a place if you've never left it? Is the thing that people always argue, but I'm not sure how influential that argument is because I've only ever moved my entire life, so I don't know how accurate that is. That's the made fun of one? Sorry, Emily. Maybe don't get this apartment. They had a hostage situation down the street last week. See, and it's like, how do you know? When I moved into the rented apartment, it was perfectly fine. And like, I did go for walks at night and stuff like that, which is where I saw the scene of an assault. But whatever. Anyways, I did like do stuff like that and was advised not to, but did it anyways. And it did eventually lead to creepy things. So, yeah, I don't know. I was gonna be defending it, and then I was like, wait, no. But again, nothing bad actually happened. I just saw implications that bad things could have happened. It doesn't make it sound good either. Normally, though, you don't have a lot of, like, you have some of the drugs in Renton, and honestly now a lot of it's gotten pushed out of Renton and gone into Kent. But from what I've heard, a lot more of the actual, like, drugs is up north. Hi, Allie! We get the buses after every other suburb is done with them. Ugh. Bellingham is pretty good. I don't know much about Bellingham. Bye, monster! Fair, 2H. Oh, got it, Sprinkles. Some of these houses don't look that bad, except, like, again, the location is why is the reason that they are cheaper. But, like, if you don't have to commute, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where the location is. It's only if you have to commute that suddenly being locked into a place that's further away from the places where you work gets rough. Another boathouse! What's up with all these boats? Good night, Liz. Thanks for coming. That's very fair, Charlie. I'm like a very privileged American who's only ever lived in like middle-class, suburban, generally white neighborhoods until Seattle. So like, also like, I am a skittish young lady who has experienced like being assaulted in the past. So I am like very keyed up and sensitive to it and not wanting to risk living in a bad place. So, you know, that's why it's such a big deal for me. I'm like, no, I would like to prioritize my safety and pay more money for that. But that's me. That chicken head, thank you for following. Enjoy your apprenticeship here. I can't. But I would love to if, like, I, like, physically can't. I actually physically can't, but I would love to be able to. Chicken head. Yeah, Cliff, whatever happened with that? Which is none. That's fair, 2H. Oh, you don't like shopping for furniture? I really like shopping for furniture, but also I mostly shop at IKEA, so... It would be much harder to shop for furniture if I was looking for more expensive furniture, because then it's like a way bigger decision. This is my stream playlist. I can give you the link to it if you would like it. This is just the playlist that it's got all of the music that it does not make Twitch get angry at you. Here you go. The fire got put out. The air and water quality are mostly normal. The company is back to us, so just nothing happened. Yeah, there's one of the person who I took a lot of the piano pieces from. There's like Daigoro, and then there's also a lady. Where is she? Named Kara or Kara Comparetto, and she does a lot of like improvisational piano. It's really cool. They're settling out of court. All right. Ooh, Sean, I wish that I was able to do that. I've definitely bought things because the salesperson pressured me and I felt bad. Wonderbot, I'm drinking tea. Shut up. Yeah, everybody, drink your stuff. Just like... It makes sense, Egg. Baby Bjorn, baby Bjorn. Yeah, it's amazing how big a change a small move can make. Or not, depending on like where you're from. In my old Kansas town, it was just the same everywhere you went, pretty much. What? No, that sounds strange. Why would anybody do that ever? Basically what I'm saying is, the reason that I'm upset about housing prices is because I'm picky and would like a decent house in a decent location that is earthquake safe. So it's gonna be more expensive because I'm like one of those people who's definitely of the buy nice or buy twice mentality. Someone actually... Oh my god! That's terrifying! I'm glad that you were okay! God. But I'm glad you understand where I'm coming from, because I've definitely had people, when I explain, like, no, I'm genuinely afraid of being harmed, because I have been. And they're like, you're stupid! That's like, never happens! And I'm like, I don't care if it's stupid. Like, you know what's not stupid? My anxiety. So shut up and let me do the thing that I want to do, okay? You can do your thing, and you can save all the money that you want to save, and I won't. And then we'll live our two separate lives like we're allowed to in America. Oh my gosh, I don't think... I would be afraid... I am like I'm afraid of guns, so I don't know that I would be okay with having one. Right, but like, Jury, it's just like, I don't know, it's one of those things where it's like, I would rather save up a lot of money for a thing that I'm like pretty certain is not going to need to be replaced in the next like 5 years. That is definitely my entire investment philosophy. Same thing with even the streaming computer, is it was like, I would like to have good like stuff in the streaming computer, but I also would like to build this computer with an eye towards if I need to upgrade it in the future, I can. Yeah. Lysol and a lighter and torch people. My mom almost bought me pepper spray, and then I said, don't. I also have a black belt, but I'm also like tiny. It's a gun store. Oh, Cliff, what a wonderful offer. Yeah, it's all a thing. It's all a thing. I mean, I've taken those self-defense classes. I know how to like throw people over my body and stuff like that. I know how to like I know easy ways to break people's hands and like choke them to death and things like that. It sounds creepy to say, but also my like main method of protection is just to go somewhere with like a male-bodied person. That's what like I would sometimes just ask Jeff to go with me to places because like there was that guy who knew where I lived and like really wanted to bang me. Ugh, it was weird. Gun DLC. Jury, I know! That's been my whole thing! That's been my whole stress with this computer. It's taken me like, it took me 3 days to buy a mouse pad because I was like, I'm sure there's a cheaper one. I'm sure that there's a cheaper one. I could be getting a cheaper one. We should just L. It was fun. Like, it is fun to be able to toss someone, like, who is, like, 6'4", just over your back and be like, alright, bye! What's Guy gonna do? I didn't get the initial mouse pad that I was looking at, and I did find a cheaper version elsewhere, so... But, like, I'm perfectly satisfied with the cheaper version, because it's, like, it's a pretty color, so... Yeah, 2H, that's the thing. I did not get a boob mouse pad. I got like a pink one. Or it's like pink on one side and blue on the other and it can be flipped over. I thought that that would be nice. And I'm being honest. Hey, camera. Sorry, the camera was no longer recording smoothly. It said good enough. I know, oh man. That's pretty much what I did with this oh my god, my computer. This is one that I steal from people. Also, it's ripped and torn. So, I like steal this setup from my work computer whenever I stream, and then I was like, I should probably not do that. Ah! Hey, Jury! Thank you! Jury's just given 220 bits and says, have some mouse pad bits for fun. Thanks, Jury. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I have been trying to, like... You know, it's very helpful that, like... Like, if I were to build this computer myself, I would... honestly not be trying as hard to future-proof it because it would cost so much more to do that. So I would just be getting like the shittiest computer that I could find, just as long as it runs. So like, genuine thank you to everybody who helped donate towards a better computer because it means that I actually have the flexibility to look at solid pieces that won't... solid pieces for the computer that should last. Hey! Aw! Pudon, thank you! Pudon gave 550 bits, said she needs more money for a mouse pad. That's fair, I'll take it. Instead, I know, what crazy, right, Joey? What is this? Oh, we're not in the list anymore, are we? Whoops! Whoops, go back to the list, my friend. You guys didn't hear any of that. It does include you, Egg. It is definitely hard to future-proof a computer, but my point being that, like... Please tell me what that was. I love that. Okay. Let's see. Is this the list that tells me what was history? Alright, it is called... I'm gonna type it in the chat for you. It's called... Sorry, my laptop's over here. Okay, that's what it was called. Hi, Jedi! Yeah, I was just thanking people for contributing to the streaming computer. Well, I have, like... I'm so used to pinching pennies that, like, I do have a lot of anxiety around buying things. Which is, again, why I tend to buy nice or buy twice, but also, like, that philosophy is very difficult to have when you're anxious about spending money. Because you're like, oh, I'm gonna get the more expensive one! I'm gonna get it! I know it's gonna be a good decision! I'm gonna get it! And, like, that's me. So I was just, like, thanking you guys for sparing me the, like, actual week's worth of anxiety that it would have caused. And also the crappier computer I would have had. Oh, thanks, Pudoan. Oh, but it'll be fine. Like, there's no reason I'll need more RAM, right? I didn't even get 64 gigs of RAM. I didn't even get the whole, like, 64. I just went with 32 because it was cheaper. That's fine, right? I assumed that it was fine for what I needed. I'm like, isn't that fine? I can always just upgrade if I need more, right? Oh, that's my chair. Half Easy, thank you for following. Enjoy your apprenticeship here. 32 should be fine. Okay. I was like, God, I don't know. It's fine, it's fine. I don't know these things. I was like, that's why I was like, everybody thank Zek for helping me, because I was just like a ball of anxiety and was just like, because I've only had laptops for so many years now, I've just completely lost touch with like what computers need to run things well, because I had just accepted that nothing I owned would run things well. Okay. You're real Jedi. Mostly just a video card, yeah. I know that the RAM has been a problem when trying to run games, because this computer doesn't even have 16 gigs of RAM. So, there are, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so, okay. I don't know. I don't know things about computers. I was just like, Zach, these are the things that I would like to do with this computer. I'd like to be able to, like, drawing streams and, like, Photoshop and stuff. I want to be able to stream. I want to be able to, like, play games in, like, and not have them, the frame rate be terrible and have them be choppy and loading. I would like to have the sub notifications go off at the same time as I play games that are more demanding on my computer. And I would like to potentially future-proof it so that I'm not going to have to spend all this money again in 3 years. That was the plan. Video cards can have their own RAM? I have celiac, so I can't eat fast food. And I'm also not allowed to have sugar. Or too much dairy, so... Why do they... See, I see store stuff like texture files, and I was like, I don't need texture files! My games have always run well on the lowest graphics setting! With, like, but, like... Also, at the same time, one time I was playing Garden Paws with Zek, and I went into their room to, like, tell them to... Because we weren't on voice chat, so I went into their room and was like, hey, you need to do this thing. And, like, glanced at their computer and was like, Garden Paws is beautiful! I never knew! Hi, Tim! No, this song is Winter from Harvest Moon. I assume that, I don't know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know things about fancy computers. Computers are not one of the things that I, Yeah. Fair enough. We're all the people who weren't watching Game of Thrones, so we're perfect to hang out with. Help with rendering video. Well, that explains why all of, like, my friends have amazing cards. Oh, we were just talking about it, Tim. I have a large pile of computer parts sitting in one corner of my room, and no case to put any of them in. I don't know when I'm gonna have everything, because the RAM hasn't shipped yet. But every single other piece of the computer except for the RAM will be here tomorrow. So I'm just gonna be mad until the RAM gets here. Harvest Moon is so good. That's what everyone does when building a computer. The case tomorrow, the RAM... I don't know. They didn't even tell me shipping estimates when I bought it. They were like, you can pick these two prices. And I was like, well, what's the difference between the two shipping things? And they were like, one has express in it. And I was like, but what's the estimation? And they were like, And then I, like, bought it. And they were like, cool. We'll ship it when it's, like, when it's ready. They said something weird, like, we'll ship it when it is acquired. And I was like, do you not already have it? I thought it said it was, like, in stock on your website. What's happening? So I don't know what's gonna happen with the RAM. It was not through Newegg. I ordered it from the manufacturer because it was slightly cheaper, so maybe I made a mistake. I bucked them trans. They do not have everything, Cliff. I've been to Fry's several times and they've not had what I was looking for. But I think they've not had what I was looking for only about like 3 times. So. Not from Crucial. I forget who the people who made it are. That was Snowy from Undertale. Corsair. I haven't gone over it. I mean, I can go over the stuff that I have currently with me. As like Zek goes and gets it. Guys, these are my specs. Don't buy these headphones because they hurt me. Okay, so... Jared gave me a power supply to use. So... This is the box for the power supply. Shoutouts to Jared. We were gonna get a fancy video card. But that was one of the things that Jared, like, when he replaced his computer, he updated, obviously, the video card, so he gave us his old one, which is actually apparently, like, a really good one. Which, again, like I said, really helps with the fact that I forgot that I needed to buy another monitor and a keyboard and stuff. So it's a, this. Wait, 1080? What? I thought it was a 980. No, he said it was a 980, not a 1080. Is it a 1080? No, he said it was a 980. What's happening? Wait, hey, hang on. I'm really confused now. Is this a better video card than I thought? Is it gonna work with the stuff that we bought? Oh no. Wait, Zach. Oh god, is everything gonna work together if it's a 1080? It'll work? Okay, good. Yeah, okay, so I guess this is a way better video card than I even thought it was, and it was already way better than anything that I knew. So... Oh, it's possible he might have... Oh, it's possible that it's a 980 in a 1080 box. You're right. I don't know how, like, does it have the name on the thing? I don't know. Let me just look at it. Both are very good. Well, now I'm just like... Oh, yeah. Probably shouldn't mess with that right now. I don't even know what I would be looking for, so I'm just not gonna look on it. It should say on the card itself. Oh, so I can look... Zach, is it dangerous for me to look at it? I don't know anything. Zach, like, told me, hey, static shocks can break things, and now I'm like... Go ahead? Okay. Yeah, I can do this. Just touch some metal first. That's not metal. Oh, right, my computer. Got it. Don't bend any parts. Okay. It's like wrapped up in a bag. I guess Jared just like kept all of the nice... Let's see. It's a 980. It's a 980. Okay. It's a 980. It's just in a 1080 box. Actually, so like... It's possible that a lot of the boxes are wrong, so I was showing you guys boxes, but maybe the boxes of the stuff that Jared gave me aren't correct. So... Yeah, 980 Ti. Jared being a real good friend. when he was like, "Oh, you're looking to do that? I can give you my old stuff." And I was like, and then I have a fan to put on top of the CPU, and this one glows. And I've heard is as good as any other fan that you put on top of the... I don't know. Zach picked it. Got Windows 10 came in. So exciting. Having nerd friends is the best. Yeah, no, really, Tim. Then we just got, like, these three... They're just like Glacier fans. I just found them on Amazon, so they should work fine. I thought, oh, my hard drive is all the way across the room. Well, it's a crucial 500 gigabyte SSD hard drive, and like then there's just cables, just cables, and then on top of that, Jared also gave us. I don't know if this is actually the right box for the motherboard, but Jared gave us his old motherboard and processor, so I don't know if this is what the box is there, but yes. It's it might be an M2 Crucial. It was whichever one was the cheaper one, because one of them was cheaper, and it was Crucial brand was the cheaper one, so probably. Yes, it was a lot of money that he saved, which again was very good, because as I was like doing the things, and I was like doop-de-doop-de-doo, and then I was like, gotta put away the self-employment taxes I'm gonna need to pay on this, and then I was like, oh, I can't actually afford the computer. So the fact that he helped out is very good. Is very good. M2 are the ones that plug into the board, not the little plastic square. Don't know. Hi, Fiddler. Yes, a stream computer that the stream worked together to help get for me. It's not an M.2. Okay. And so, like, aside from that, I still need to get a second monitor. I got the mouse and mouse pad and the keyboard already. A bunch of the cables that were needed. I think that there's still going to be some cables that I don't have. But it'll be fine. Sounds awesome though. Now, like you said, you can get 2 great monitors. I'll get a nice cheap monitor that's exactly like this nice cheap monitor that I got. Yeah. So, which is like great because, yeah, I was anticipating that I was going to have to pay the self-employment taxes for the computer myself, which was going to come out to like $400 or something ridiculously stupid because self-employment taxes are just absolutely trash. So yeah, I was very, very kind of him and very helpful that he helped. The only issue, Tim, is that it's possible that there is a problem with the motherboard. Zek says it's very unlikely, but so he like gave us the motherboard and was like, possibly it was causing some problems. So we'll see. And like that's why I haven't spent I haven't bought the monitor yet, because if it turns out that the motherboard was the cause of the problems, then we'll need to buy the other motherboard that we had picked out, and so I'll use that money anyways. You've inspired me to look into replacing your hard drive. Sure, Joey. Honestly, hard drives are, like, not the most expensive thing. Because they used to be, like, to get an SSD used to be really expensive. And now, like, the 500 gig SSD was only $70, which I feel like is way cheaper than, like, when I found out about them 5 years ago and they were, like, $1,000. Other motherboard and processor, because they have different socket types, yeah. So it's like an all or nothing thing. Wait, what? Are you just offering like, oh, well, if it doesn't work, you can just have mine? You're a Bobo. I'm not gonna need, like, one of the nice things about being a minimalist means that I'm also a minimalist on my computer, so I don't think that I'm going to need more than 500 gigabytes because I'm just going to delete. Like, I delete games when I'm done playing them, so yeah. So I was like, this is an area where I can save money. I mean, that's fair, Tim. Gaming. You guys are just talking about computer parts and I'm like, yeah. SATA? I don't know what any of this means. Yeah, and so that's why I was like, if I do end up getting the monitor and I have any money left over, that's why I was like, maybe I could look into getting a better camera or a better microphone for the stream then. That's why my thoughts turned there. Because if it does turn out that Jared did actually, like if the motherboard works out and we did save that much money, then like I can help make the stream quality even better, is my thought. Sprinkles, I get it. I get it, because I really like Apple computers a lot. Like, especially for me, for game development, they were really nice because they were so reliable and they were great to test games on. Because I was the only one with a Mac, so I would always be the one testing the games and being like, well, here's how it runs on a Mac. SATA is a cord and a port. You plug it into hard drives. I don't know what any of this means. MacBooks are very durable. You okay, Pumpkin? Are you trying to jump up on here? Pumpkin. Oh, you're trying to jump up here and the, like, computer parts are in your way. you go, Pumpkin. Dorks to nerds talk about computers. I mean, that's fair, Cliff. Also, your MacBook is older and being stupid. Pumpkin, don't you? No, Pumpkin, those are the wires for the computer. Pumpkin! Pumpkin, I need that cord. Don't chew on it. Ow. She doesn't care. Just watch her like jump up here and try to eat it. Yeah, this is where it says what it is. For those who were wondering about the hard drive. So, I don't really know about what any of this is. I just know about that I was like, I'm gonna make a computer and like, thank you again to Zach and also Jared for just like, I was like, well, this is what I want to do. And they were like, here you go, get these things. And I was like, okay. Paid them in Olive Garden. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pay Zach in something. I have some ideas. That's all white. Yeah, it would have been cool. I did like low-key be like, hey Zach, I don't know if you can find white parts, but if you can find white parts, because my computer case is gonna be white, it could be cool if everything was all white. So I think most things aren't all white, but dang, Sean! That's a lot of Apple products, but you know, Sprinkles, one of the things is that like the more Apple products you have, the more the like cooler they all get because they all work together. That's something that I really miss about having an Apple computer, was how easy it was to just send files between them. It was really nice, and I do miss that. It would have been very pretty. I definitely absolutely love the iPad as a drawing tablet. It's insane. And like, again, you can use the iPad as a second monitor. You can, I'm going to be able to use it to draw on for drawing streams. I found software that lets me do that. It's just that my computer can't do both and run the stream at the same time. Yet. i5 and yeah, I think we're doing DDR4 RAM. I don't know what the processor is. Nice, Cliff. Fair fiddler. I love it, Joey! Procreate. I'm a Procreate person. 500... Wait, is that the processor series that we have, or is that the processor that we were gonna get? Got it, Tim. I mean, yeah, it should work fine. I don't think that it'll have any problems, and it was free. So, thank you again, Jared. That's okay, it's the one Jared gave. Okay. I'm very excited about it. It honestly, like, I am super grateful that Jared did end up giving us the parts, because I wouldn't have been able to build the computer without them, so thanks, Jared. And in the end, I ended up saving some money on building it, so... Who knew? Okay, got it. Zach, they look very similar. Plu, think about... Do you have any cookies? Maybe give yourself a cookie if you finish it. I like watching people talk about computer stuff because it makes me feel like I know about things. I'm like, yeah, you totally need that. Yeah, we're getting this. It's a fan. It lights up, so it was like $5 more than the fans that don't light up. Which is also fun. That, like, because the cheapest case that I could find came with a glass side, I was like, what if it was rainbow? Let's see. 120 millimeters. Glows. What am I looking for here? Speed is 1000. They're just cheap fans that I found on Amazon, so I don't know if they're that good. Speed is 1000. What else did you ask for? I think these are 4... How do I know how many pins there are? The fan is 3-pin, the RGB is 4-pin, whatever that means. See, this is one of the things where it was like, I did spend like, I think total, I spent like $30 more to get prettier versions of things like fans that glow and stuff, and I was like, oh, I'm being bad, I don't need this, I don't need to spend this. So if you would also like the playlist, I can share it with you because it is public. And here you go. A fan that glows and it's perfect, and his keyboard is light up. My keyboard's not going to be light up, and also neither is my mouse. I just found out though that they do make pretty standing mice now, so I did get myself a pretty standing mouse. Oh, Pumpkin. Pumpkin, Zach hurt you. Oh, you're rubbing your face on the cardboard, aren't you? Hey, Pumpkin. Can you see her? No. Oh, you can see her in the corner there. She's just rubbing her face. I see her. Honestly, Apple Watches are pretty cool. But I also like Fitbits, so of course I would like the Apple Watch. I did trade in my Apple Watch and my old computer and my old phone to get this iPad. So I don't have any of those things anymore. But if I didn't have to pay for the Apple Watch, I would want one. It's like one of those, like, do you guys know those things where it's like, obviously I have other things to spend my money on, like savings and health insurance. But like, wow, if I didn't have to spend my money on anything else. That's like how I think about a lot of things. Like, I would love to make my apartment a smart apartment, but A, there's not really any point to doing that because I don't think that I'd benefit that much from it, and like, it would just be something stupid and fun that I want to do. And B, it's better if I spend that money on, like, responsible things. Like emergency rent. So that was a dark hole. You led me down there, Fiddler. I already get, because, like, Washington is amazing, and they will, what's the word that I'm looking for? Adjust how expensive if you have, like, health insurance through the state of Washington, which I do because I'm self-employed. They will adjust how expensive it is based on your yearly income. So since I don't make a lot of money, I already have, like, much cheaper health insurance than I would if I, say, had, like, a normal, like, 9-to-5 job. But also, at the end of the year, if I make more money than they thought I would, I need to pay it all back in one lump sum. So it's one of those, like, risk-reward things. I don't want like an Alexa. Well, I guess I would have to, huh? I guess I would have to. Really, I just want to have lights that I can say, turn off the lights, and then they turn off, but they also can turn purple if I want them to. That's what I want. And also, I kind of want a little robot vacuum. Why? Not because I need it, but because I want to draw a face on it and have it go around my house, and I want to name it something, and then be like, oh no, look at Cheryl, there she goes. So these are the kinds of dreams that I have for myself. Oh, jury, that's great. Wow, Cheryl sucks. I want Pumpkin to write it, yeah! My hypothetical Roomba. I will say that, like, my health insurance is, from everything that I've heard, the health insurance that I have through the state of Washington is far better than most health insurance plans that, like, companies have given, like, friends of mine who live in other cities, who live in, like, Chicago or something, which is just like, ugh, God, guys, fuck. But, yeah. The thing is, I don't actually want a Roomba, because Roombas are one of those, like, again, guys, I've binged the entire Vacuum Wars channel, so I know that Roombas are the big brand name vacuum cleaner, kind of like Beats headphones, where, like, they've got a lot of name recognition, but are kind of the worst ones. So what you actually want is not to get a Roomba, but you want to get a... Oh, I'm not going to remember the names. Oh, a Neato? Like, maybe a Neato, or there's another one. I'm forgetting what it's called. But, like, if you get the high-end versions of these vacuums, they have sensors, avoid bumping into things, and you can give no-go lines to tell them when to avoid things that they usually get stuck on. So. Hello! So there's some sweet robot vacuum knowledge for you. Pumpkin! Be good, Pumpkin! I strapped a knife to a Roomba when I was younger. Oh my god. That's cool. See, like, Bissell vacuum stand. I don't know that much. I know that if you want just like a handheld vacuum, a handheld upright, I think, then I'm pretty sure, according to the Vacuum Wars YouTube channel, Dyson does the best, like, battery powered handheld. And then if you want like a one with like a canister, there's a different company that does the best ones of those. And then it's just like, it's like a whole world. There's people who like are into this stuff. The guy who runs a Vacuum Wars YouTube channel, I've eventually found out actually runs a cleaning service, so it makes a lot of sense that he's doing these reviews. The Dyson Animal was the one that they said was the best upright, cordless, whatever they call it. Hardwood floor wet vac situation. My take? I don't know how you have a take on transgenderism. It's like having a take on the sky existing. You're like, yep. The sky exists. I like it. I want it to stay here. I want it to have good things. Thanks, Cliff. I was like, I think we have a troll in our midst. My day was pretty good so far. I like cleaned a lot of stuff, and you know when you do like one of those deep cleans and you end up throwing out a lot of stuff and like crap has accumulated all over your room or apartment, and you do the deep clean and then you're like, oh my god, this place looks really nice. I forgot that this place looks super nice. That was me, not just with my apartment, but also with washing my bed sheets. You're fine, Cliff. Steam mops, interesting. Good, yeah. I was going to like, you know, I do that thing where sometimes where I give people too much of the benefit of the doubt, and I'm like, well, I don't know if you're actually trolling me or not, so maybe I'll be okay with it for a bit, but I just want to assume that people are actually coming in good spirits and might just be a little bit awkward about it. That's what I want to assume, but you know. That's probably also why I dated a bunch of jerks for a long time. Hairball residue with just steam. Interesting. Pumpkin threw up on a leather jacket my grandma gave me, so don't know how to clean that up. I'm gonna have to look into steam mops. I'm sure that he's got reviews on steam mops on Vacuum Wars. Why wouldn't he? He just did leather cleaner? Does that exist? She's trying to claim it as her own. Sure. Sure. I was just like, my grandmother is no longer with us, so I was like, Pumpkin, I'm gonna punch you because I'm mad and I want to keep that. Okay, well maybe I'll just look into that. Sprinkles, that's funny, but not for your roommate. Punch can. Pumpkin. Pumpkin. She likes to sit on my dirty clothes. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I'm starting to get hungry. I'm gonna have to search for more music for this playlist. I would ideally like to have several hours of music in this playlist so that, you know, during streams like this, there's all new music. I'll listen to it, Joey. I like it when people come in and try to, like, neg you. I like it when people come in on the stream and try to neg you. I'm sorry. I think it's funny. I think I genuinely... It's because we're on Just Chatting. If we wanted to avoid the trolls, I could go to talk shows and podcasts. And nobody ever looks there. But they see a girl streaming, so they come at you, and they come in and they're like, you look like a man, and stuff like that. That it's like, I don't know. I'm not sure if you guys understand the things that I find truly, like, threatening. If you're just gonna go after me and be like, well, your face looks a little weird. And I'm like, yeah, that's because it's a face. Also, my face looks pretty not weird as faces go, I think. The internet was a mistake. I also do find it, like, pretty amusing because I assume that the reason that they're coming in and, like, yelling spoilers is because they assume that, like, I have, like, oh, I don't like spoilers on my stuff. So they're like, I'm gonna come in and spoil stuff. And I'm like, joke's on you. I don't fucking care about any of that shit. Don't spoil season 7 of House Hunters for me. Faces are weird. The way that you know a face is weird is like you take a picture of your face and then you flip it and then you're like, oh my god! Yeah, it's like when Harry Potter came out. They don't go with that. Why wouldn't they? Oh, thank you, Danny. That's kind of you. It is peak spoiler night. I mean, I did actively choose tonight to stream because I don't care about Game of Thrones and wanted to hang out with the rest of the people who weren't watching Game of Thrones live, so... I mean, I think you can just take a picture. I just meant, like, flipping the canvas like that, so that it's, like, looking in a mirror. I figure most of the people who cared and had access would know to avoid the internet until they watched the episodes. Not Batman! Oh, I'm sorry, Corey. I am sorry for anybody in the chat who has gotten spoiled. Because that does genuinely suck. What is this from? Nier? I've never played Nier. But I like music. Oh my god, why haven't I thought of putting that music in this? Oh my god, hang on, I have to see if they have it. Oh, is this it? Hang on, I gotta play this. Oh, they have this, it's going into the stream. It's going in. No other music. Wait, this? Is there any? No. This is the only song. This is the only song that's there. Shout out if you know what this is from. Ooh, jury. I wouldn't be friends with that person. Yeah, we shouldn't. Let's Fortnite dances. Yeah, let's not touch on non-spoiler spoilers, because sometimes those can be spoilery and I don't know. Good, you should delete them. You should. Just cut them out of your life. It's also fine if nobody knows where this is from, because, like, man, this should have been way better than it was. Could work on the stream. Story's actually really good. Is the gameplay fun? Okay, I will not watch this right now, but I will keep it open so that I remember to listen. Oh, I think I know this one. I think I know this playlist. Okay, yeah, I like that playlist. I'm pretty sure I got sent that by somebody before. Hey, thanks, Corey! Thanks, I'm very hype. I'm also, like, scared. You know, like, when you get something that's really nice and you're like, this is the nicest thing I own, and then you're, like, scared of it? That's where I'm at. Is there a difference in the Niers? I thought they were the same. Alright, everybody's recommending Nier Automata. I'll see if I... But it's gotta pass my $5 test, guys. If it doesn't come down under $5, I'm not gonna play it. Game. Okay. Okay. Like I said, I'll think about playing it if it falls beneath $5. $5 or less hype! Hang on, I'm trying to move something on my notes app because I got too many notes now. Joey, that's real. Got it. Which one was the more recent one? Just gotta make sure. Oh, yep, got it. Good. And complete the circle. Move this section of notes down here. There we go. By the way, guys, as far as Notes app for the iPad goes, what is this one called? Oh, the music stopped. This one's called Notability. Notability. It's really good. I use it a lot. It's nice. Let's go with Kingdom Hearts. I do have a P.O. box. Yeah, that was like me with Octopath Travelers. I think I only got halfway through anybody's story in Octopath. I love Kingdom Hearts. I was just really disappointed with the last game, which we're not going to talk about, but I was. Mostly just because, like, for me it wasn't fun to play because I got migraines from the gameplay, so. Thanks, Corey. Yeah, Octopath was... I expected it to be different than it was. I wanna play the new Fire Emblem, I wanna bang the people! I wanna bang them! I'm also out here just waiting for the re-release of Rune Factory 4 and then Rune Factory 5 to come out, and also Animal Crossing. I found the battle system really just like, it got super repetitive for me after a while. It better have a hot blacksmith. Oh, I know a lot of people who are excited about WoW Classic. In you go, fan! Ow! Ooh. Ooh, I'm fine. I'm fine. A lot of things are coming out in July and June, and like, everything's coming out this summer. Oh no, I'm gonna need to save up money to get the things. No, but see, that's what I'm talking about, 2H, is that, like, when it came to breaks, it was just like, alright, break the person, kill the person, break the person, kill the person, break the person, like, that's the thing, is that it was not fun because it was just like, alright, I'll use this attack on you, and then you'll break, and we'll kill you. Alright. And so it's just, like, repeating that forever. I am Setsuna. That's hilarious, Joey. Oh, that's fair. I can see that. I like Pokemon, but I can see how it's pretty similar. Find an element, use that one element. See, finding the elements was interesting. I did enjoy finding the elements. Unfortunately, once you find them, like there's only like 2 or 3 different types of monsters that appear in any given area, so once you find them, you're just doing the same thing forever. And you also have to grind a lot in Octopath, which makes it worse. No problem. Thanks for coming, Jury. Yeah, we should probably end the stream soon. What time is it? What time? It's 9. We should probably end the stream soon. I'm not a person who finishes that many games. Hey, Pumpkin! Hey, Pumpkin! She's jumpy right now. What song is this? Up the Spirit Cavern Walls. Haven't played this game either. Well, what say we call the stream here? Would you guys like to share one good thing that happened to you today or one good thing you're looking forward to tomorrow? My good thing was that like 90% of the parts for the computer came in today. All on the same day. That's how it happens sometimes. And I got to clean everything and it's really nice and my bed is nice and cozy because like all the sheets were washed and so it's nice and I love clean bed sheets. It's nice. Highly recommended. Good thing was I visited a local shelter and found a dog. Oh my god! Tim! Oh my god, Tim, if you adopt a dog, you have to share it in the fold so I can see it. Oh my god, you befriended a dog. I'm sorry, I'm okay. It's cool. It's cool. You don't have to get the dog if you don't want to. It's your decision. The stream, it's always good to hear and see sane people speak. Glad to help out, Lily. You guys couldn't hear that, but it was loud. Bought frames for the rest of my posters and finally bought a shoe rack, so your new room is looking good. Oh, God. Corey, isn't that a nice place to be when you're like, I got all the things, and you're just like, yeah, and you like step back and you're like, yeah. I'm vibing with that because like I'm anticipating that right now for the stream computer. Oh my god, guys, I'm really excited for the moment when like I install Windows on the stream computer and then I turn it on and it runs smoothly. Like I'm really like I want to run The Sims and like it to look good. I'm excited. Okay, sorry. I got excited. It doesn't work because there's no drivers. That's actually probably more what it's going to be like. Adulting. I didn't die of heat exhaustion. Yay, Cliff, I'm glad you didn't die. I'm glad you recovered well. Got to run another session of Curse of Strahd. That's fun. D&D is so fun. I hope it went well. Well, or maybe not well, depending. Oh, hi, Dawn. We were just getting ready to end the stream. I'm sorry about that. But you can share your one good thing. City of Heroes came back. City of Heroes? Woo! That feels like a blast from the past. Wow. Glad you've been having fun. It did go well. Good! Frames are really hard to find. Like, really hard to find. The only place that I've ever found frames was Target, and then there was a frame shop that went out of business. So we don't have it anymore. Don't know where else to find it. Spencer's, but $25 is not my budget for one frame, so I bought some from Walmart. Yeah, Walmart frames! You can find... If you go into, like, photography stores, or sometimes arts and crafts stores can have frames, but, like, they're pretty hard to find. 2H, please elaborate. You've got the room. Scoresafeco.com. Looking forward for Tuesday and Wednesday off, also getting new I love getting new glasses. My parents own a glasses store, so I love that. That's exciting. Also, days off. Also very exciting. A private server opened up, but lots of people are playing it. Crazy. Hang on, I'm gonna open this up and look at it. Cause like, yeah, City of Heroes! Wow, this is really nostalgic. I don't even know how long ago this was. But I remember it. Like, I remember ads for it. Oh, you'll probably need to custom frame it. Alternatively, Tim, you can do the thing where you buy a like a mat around the edge of the frame, and you can cut the mat to the size that you need it to be in order to frame the map behind it. And that's usually how people, because custom frames can be hundreds of dollars, so that's usually how people I've seen do that. Oh yeah, City of Heroes, man, look at these pics. Wow, sorry. Oh, man. Yeah, it was a good stream. Thank you for coming, Dawn, even though, you know, we weren't here for very long. I don't think it was super big. I mean, it did close. Not even a standard frame big enough. All right, that's going to cost a lot of money. Good luck, Tim. No problem, Lily. No problem, guys. Thanks. Hopefully, I'm not entirely sure because it does depend on when the RAM comes in, but hopefully the next time I stream, we'll be putting together the computer. And by that I mean, I guess, like, when you stream putting together a computer, I'll just literally be putting the parts inside the case, and then I will turn the computer on, and then I guess I will stop streaming because then I'll need to, like, install everything on it. Does that sound right? That right? Okay. I'm assuming that's what that's gonna be. Okay. You can still stream while it's installing. So I can vent to the chat. Yeah, I guess we'll have to see. Because after that point I'm just gonna start moving a bunch of files over, and that's not something that I want to, because I have a habit of, like, when I'm streaming, just reading the things that I'm looking at aloud, and I don't want you guys to know some of these files that I have up in here. Alright. But thank you guys for coming to the stream. I hope that you have... Oh my. So scandalous. I hope that you... I'm like low-key wondering if I can take this camera and point it at Pumpkin, because she is currently... Oh, I distracted her. She's currently... Can you... Can you see her? Playing? She's playing. She's like... Pumpkin. She was playing very animatedly, but Pumpkin has this habit of whenever a camera points at her, just stopping what she's doing. Pumpkin is 10. There she goes. She's gone. She's 10. She's gonna be 11 soon. Her birthday... Oh my god, actually no, she's 11 now. She actually is 11. Thanks, Cliff. Alright, now, that's a great note to end out on. Thank you guys for streaming with me, for chatting with me, and for the bits and also follows and raid and pumpkins and conversations and... Okay, I'm good. She's a little middle-aged cat. Oh, that's neat, Corey. Yeah. Thank you guys, and I hope that you have a good night. The camera's like wrong now. Alright. Good night, everybody.